God tells us that the prophet cried out aloud, "Spare not, and show his people their sins." The people are religious, they seek God daily, they delight to know his ways, they even fast and humble themselves. Yet they ask in verse 3, "Why have we fasted, and you have not seen? Why are we afflicted, our souls, and you take no notice?" And God's response cuts straight to the heart. In the day of their fast, they pursue their own business, they exploit their workers, they quarrel and they fight. Their fasting is outward only. Their heads are bowed like bulrush, lying in sackcloth and ashes, but their hearts remain unchanged. And God declares that this is not the fast that he has chosen. True worship cannot be separated from how we treat others. And here comes the turning point, the positive vision of what God truly desires in verse 6 and in verse 7. Is not this the fast that I chose, to loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo the straps of the yoke, to let the oppressed go free, and to break every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and to bring the homeless poor into your house, and when you see the naked, to cover him, and not hide yourself from your own flesh? This is the fast that pleases God, active mercy and active justice. It means working to free people from oppression, lifting burdens, breaking chains of injustice. It means feeding the hungry, sheltering the homeless, clothing the naked, and caring for your own family. You see, fasting is not about denying ourselves food. It is about pouring ourselves out for the needy. When worship costs us nothing in service to others, it costs God nothing either. Now watch what happens when God's people live this way. The promises are poured out like a flood. And this happens in verse 8. It says this, "Then your light shall break forth like the morning. Your healing shall spring forth speedily, and your righteousness shall go before you. The glory of your Lord shall be your rear guard." Then in verse 9 it says this, "Then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry, and he will say, 'Here am I.'" The blessings continue. Light and darkness, constant guidance, satisfaction and drought, strength like a water garden, and restoration of ruined cities. You will be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in. When we loose the bonds of others, God loosens every blessing for us. True worship leads to personal renewal and national revival. The chapter closes by connecting this lifestyle to the Sabbath. And in verse 13 it says, "If you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, from doing your pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy day of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasures, nor seeking your own words." Then the promise is in verse 14, "Then you shall delight yourself in the Lord, and I will